Hi, welcome to Ocean Yumi's channel. So today I am going to do a very short one. I'm going to try to make it under an hour today. Jamaica in the I'll say last week before last, there was disturbing news coming out about a little girl who got unalived. Anyways, what happens is it's known that the man who unalived her was a predator, and he's done stuff before, etc. Anyway, there was a big search and there was a lot going on. However, what I'm gonna do, because like you know me, I like to have visuals in it. So I'm going to show. Okay, not this one. I'm gonna show. There's a little one. Let's hear little ones. Alright, so what I'm gonna do. Oops. Hold on, give us a minute. The little babies are life. Okay, so let me sort this. Sorry, I'm there. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Sonia. I'm going to present the visuals, and you in the comments can please interact with me as well, because like some things I feel if we need to interact with, and it will make it a nice experience, you know. So this is the guy who unalived the girl, the little girl. What can I say? They unalive. He got unalive just recently, yesterday, day before yesterday. There was updates coming in left, right, and center, but I wasn't able to put it out. However, I'm going to do it a little bit today, and I'm going to show you. If you didn't know what happened to the girl, the guy is a known predator anyway, right? He was a known predator. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it play. Where's the volume? Oh, volume? Why is it not playing? Oh, it's not playing. Oh. No. Okay, I think I'm going to go around the other way around this. Hold on. Hold on a minute. I don't know what's going on. Let me see, I can find... or if not, I'll show his... Oh, that's not even him. What is going on today? Oh, hold on. Can't even get to where I need to get to now. Having one of those days. So you can get on video. Oh no, that's not it. Oh my word. Oh, it's giving me a problem today. Okay. What's the one? What's the next one? It's playing there. Hold on. I need to find the actual thingy. Because there was quite a few. There's quite a few. Okay, let me use my friend here. Okay. Sorry about that. You have technical difficulties on this live, innit? How it goes. Let me see, which one am I at? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right now, if this ever go out to the public, anyway, uno catch him, uno kill him. Anybody at all catch him, kill him.
So the police advising against jungle justice.
Really?
Of Kelsey Ferrigon in Joblin, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, we can confirm that Mr. Ellis is dead. We understand that Mr. Ellis was killed in an interaction, I'll put it no stronger than that, with members of the security forces. We understand that it is in Clarendon. The incident happened in Clarendon.
Okay, people, boom. Literally, boom. Pick up the security forces them in Jamaica. Yes, as you heard earlier in the video that, the suspect, Cooley man, is now deceased. For doing the unthinkable to Kelsey. Yes, put in the comment section where you think about that, because I was kind of getting worried that the people them now do nothing, because we see what transpired in Guyana were there, and the whole country lift up. Things get burned down left, right, and center, but pick up the security forces. Now, what I can tell you about.
Now, when I saw this, right, Guyana definitely came into my mind at this point, because this was also similar to Nazaire Harris. It's very similar to situation, in fact, very close to Nazaire Harris. The guy Unalive the child, he raped her, and he unalived the child, and he put her in a barrel. I think her feet were sticking out of the barrel, and that's how they found her. Now, the little girl is about 9 years old, and later on, they came to find out that he did this before. So the police was set for him, basically. The mother spoken, everything spoken. There was another content creator who spoke and gave his opinion on it. I think his name's J Productions. So basically, even though I'm watching, I know I should post certain stuff, but sometimes it's one of those, like, this channel is sometimes I don't post these types on here if I can avoid it. I'd rather put it onto the dark side of Ocean Yumi, because it's more in line with that side than this side. But this here is like, he was like a family friend situation, right? Which is always the case when it comes to groomers, etc. They are the friends, they are the whatever, and he literally was a friend. And the thing with it, that how the mother says, well, wherever they catch him, they get him, because she wasn't really, saying she wasn't really for him, but it's one of those cases, because most West Indian parents will say to you, if you get caught up in certain situations, I'm not coming to see you in the prison, I'm not coming to visit you in the prison. And I don't know whether the lady literally stuck to that, but later on the police unalived him, right? Later on, I can't remember how many days I was looking for him, but he got unalived. And yes, I'm gonna let Mix Up explain it, so you can try and find out what was the situation, if you don't know about this situation in Jamaica. Okay, it's a 9-year-old girl who got unalive by Giovanni Ellis, and he's now unalive. Now the police unalive him in Jamaica.
About this situation, people, this individual is a very nasty individual. One of my followers said a long time, him a do them thing, yeah. You see, I say, and him try for her sister at the age of 6, and I bite up and happened in 2013. No, a little bit more pan film situation. She said she never grow him. The papa, fear papa come take with the youth when he was 2 years old. You know what I mean? And she not grow me. That's why she the things that she say. You say not sure if or deal, but not an excuse. But anyway, I really don't care, people, because he's not here anymore. Just let's giving them quick update. The guy, he said, let's proceed to the next. Because Spice briefly did update on the situation. As you can see, she reposted that, he has been caught. And you know how she loves kids because she has kids. And as you can see, hers are very big. And they are wishing her a happy Mother's Day.
Magnificent, optimistic, tenacious, heartfelt, empathetic, radiant mother. Happy Mother's Day to you. All mothers. Love you.
Okay, that's on Spice. Okay, all right. So let's get back to Giovanni.
Old girl got her wish for him to be put to death after he was killed during a police operation in Clarendon, Jamaica, on Monday. Giovanni Ellis, who reportedly raped and killed Kelsey Ferrigon before stuffing her body in a barrel, had been on the run since Friday, when the child's body was found. The man's death comes after his own mother, Lurleen Williams, demanded he be killed for committing the gruesome act. Anybody at all catch him, kill him. Me give birth to him and me a talk that, Williams said during an interview with Nationwide News. Williams, who expressed she was fearful of her son, noted that he had been imprisoned and she refused to bail him. However, he was bailed by someone else and has now committed murder. Speaking to the media, Williams said she does not believe Ellis should be arrested and allowed to eat taxpayers' money. Tags, Giovanni Ellis. Renee Stamp. A regional writer with almost 10 years of experience working in various news media, including 2 major media houses in Bermuda and Jamaica. Renee provides professional content for our regional and international audience. Bahamas alters Cuban 9-year-old girl reportedly raped and killed in Jamaica. CMR, Jamaican authorities have launched a major investigation into the murder of a 9-year-old girl whose body was discovered at rat infestation affects businesses in Jamaica's tourist hotspot. CMR, the St. James Health Department ordered the temporary closure of 25 rat-infested businesses in Montego Bay, Jamaica, during April. Smuggled tiger cub on loose in Jamaica. CMR, authorities have launched an urgent search operation after a tiger cub escaped during a smuggling interdiction off the south Jamaican women to be deported following.
Okay, all that. It's not all that now. Okay, let me see. Hold on. And the Big Stone also spoke about it as well. Let me see if I can get his opinion on stuff. Alright, so this is Giovanni's mother. Hold on, let me show it. Giovanni's mum spoke out.
Anyway, uno catch him, uno kill him. Anybody at all catch him, kill him.
The police advising against jungle justice.
Really? Me ask the police, they really uno that catch a man like that and carry me for goddamn taxpayers' money? Miss, when me see him, I couldn't recognize him, we and get fat. In a jail in there and get fat, but in there road, fat and look good, so. He might get 3 meals a day, sometimes he even have one for the day.
So you wouldn't want for them to bring him in?
Him no fi go in alive, miss. Miss, him no fi go in alive. And me give birth to him, and me attack that. Him no fi go in alive. Okay. Me tell that to the police, them pan them face, and tell them, say, if me face him, me a kill him. Cause me not make him force me and kill me. Cause no him bring me come here, and me bring him come here. And before me make him kill me, me kill him.
On that note, are you fearful of him?
Yes, I am. Even me look at something else here, very fearful. Because we hear a lot of things. Same have gun, him have all kinds. We're fearful of that because we not have none, and we not have nobody for back with that way there. Yeah, we only have to depend on the police. Yeah, we're fearful because knife and machete, we can't face gun with knife and machete. Because we still.
Wow. A mother. And when you hear that from a mother, you know how bad it is.
So mere hours after that Cliff Hughes interview on Nationwide News Network, she got news that the police them name him food down a Sandy Bay in Clarendon. So she had to go and identify his body. Now, whilst doing so, she made this statement whilst speaking to another Nationwide news reporter. Now listen.
When me that expect so when me look on him, me that go feel sad, feel breakdown like a little, but no. When me look on him, and say, this is the way you want to go, eh? If you're a young youth, where are 30-year-old, and you got charges, look at you now. That's what me said to him. Me know I'm not here, you know. Me know I'm not here, but I feel compelled to say it. And everybody stand up and look at me like, really? The mother come and she attack like that and no tears, no little remorse, no. No, me can't have no hard fear because of where you do the little baby. Would you say you are feeling relief? I'm not lying, yes. Really? I am feel relief.
Yeah. So L.A. Lewis also gave his little piece too on how he feels about it too.
And welcome back to the channel. Blessed Tuesday to you all. Now looking at your screen next to the Maroon Emperor is the definition of disappointment, the definition of disgrace, the definition of a waste man, a total waste man. Yes, my people, as you all know, that man that you're looking at, Giovanni Ellis, who once resided in the Spanish Town era was recently unalive by members of the security forces after the gruesome act that he committed. Yes, my people, and it's only a pity this boy didn't get jungle justice for what he did. Yes, my people, and
because, like I said, they did not want a repeat of what happened in Guyana, you know? They did not want another repeat because the whole of Jamaica would have burned up, right? Knowing what happened with what's her name? Adriana, right? So, like, yeah, I feel that a lot of people will be out for his blood because of how the child was unalived. So, L.A. Lewis, as you know, he don't play when it comes to certain things, and we're gonna hear how L.A. Lewis feel like. So I'm gonna play it, and we're gonna.
as you know, the Maroon Emperor took the time out to express his
girl a woman man I'm not think no say she will go to express looking and she says she sell me some pum pum and I'm gonna tell the judge to shoot a pum pum buy pum pum. That's why I tell a man some more time better to buy pum pum than there with some woman more time because when you're there with that woman you have to spend millions of dollars. But when you go buy the pum pum, you spend a little $2,000 and them things are $3,000. I get where I get. So that's why no man for used to buy pum pum, used to buy it. A matter of fact, I still buy pum pum because I'm tell you with that woman, I buy pum pum said because when they're there with the woman and second long now, she want a house, she want a car. Let me tell people. You can buy a panty and go give you buy panty and go give the woman, you know. That's what I tell someone say the need for you buy the panty and give the woman. She accept the jazz. But just when if you take it off for her now, it will cost you. Only for money. You understand? But sometimes they go back road and go buy some pum pum. So a man not have to rape. Who was going to rape people? Let me tell you something. That boy they should have get Unalive but 200,000 times. Because pum pum is very cheap now, people. If you have $2,000 people, 2,000 Jamaican dollars, let me say I have 2,000 Jamaican dollar people. Hold on there. 2,000 Jamaican dollar people, you got back road. And when you got back road people, you have a girl menu around the people. You have a girl menu around the people. You have a girl menu people. So boom. And you can pull out the girl menu people. And so you pull the girl menu people, you say read out people, say, well, if a girl at point, they say, all right, tattoo girl, girl with big body, girl with slim, girl with fat pum pum, girl with slim pum pum. The girl menu there on the backward people, if you don't know any backward in the Portmore. Not that I'm buying on the people, but I do a show one time people, and I go around the backward people, and go do my show. So when I there on there do my show people, because I don't know me already, I'm an archaeologist, or I'm an investigator. So I just check the girl them and say, baby, what the pum pum price? Which night good and which night for come and the girl and tell me everything, people. So I know enough for the problem for you buy pum no people. I admit so when I'm a teenager, but I'm a big bad man now. I'm the emperor, I'm the high priest. I don't do such things again. Welcome, daddy. Honorable leader. So I don't do such thing again, people. I don't say, man, not forget to do it, you know. But tap my night, me not do it. Tap my night, me get it free. Yeah, but we get it free now, people. Yeah, 200,000 women want me now, people. But yeah, that's sad. Sometimes a man, I do have a woman. Me not talk about me, you know. If say we go in the back road, go. Minister of Security, I say, big up the Era Chief Police, them. What a nice job. Come here, baby. Yes, the Prime Minister should have come and say all these nice things about my police, them. Give me one of them. Fish feed, you know. You have turtle feed too? Well, I'm going to sit in the Jamaica money for me. Phone. US phone. US, hold on. Search them the Jamaica money. I know why you go on. Go on, push. Don't move the baby. Yeah. You know some Jamaica money. Oh yeah. How much is baby? Psst. Yeah, mommy. Hello. Yeah, man.
Pickle.
Yeah, that mad, they want mad me now. Yes, and anyway, people, pick up for yourself. Back to the story. Now, I personal, I got find the area chief police them who the on the duty. I am gonna give them a cash reward, people, because them did the island a great favor. Because trust me, people, from that happen, people, me never there sleeping in my house, good people. I wasn't sleeping good for no boy like that up on the road. And then once him up on the road, people, him got if nothing happened to him, he got inspire other people for to do the same thing. So the other criminal element them. All right.
I'm a daughter, I'm a niece.
Are anyone? Are you their friend? Are you their friend? Your friend picking it?
And it's very true, you know, like these things just make you think about a lot of things. Like you think, oh my gosh, that could be my family, somebody, you know what I mean? But this guy was a friend. I can't remember to who, the girl's mom or something like that. So I think I saw the story go. If I'm right, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, it was spoken like that. It was said it was like that, and he went out on Unalive the child like that, right? But what maddened everybody, because in fact, I did actually download something, but I didn't get a chance to upload it because at first I was calling him Coolie, the Coolie man. They call him the Coolie man. And then afterwards, it's like the mum come up to talk. Somebody else will come, some next person that's connected to them come out and talk. I said, okay, let me listen to some of it, right? Because you know, like sometimes you can listen to a lot of stuff, and then you get, caught up with little things. So I said, okay. So the day when I did the Dante London video, something else came out. So I said, okay. Then yesterday, I don't know whether it was yesterday I did the Dante or the day before. I think yesterday is when they unalived him. I said, wow. I said, Jamaica worked quick. I said, that was really fast. Because in Guyana, they're still, the father is still trying to get justice for Adriana in Guyana, right? So I feel that the Prime Minister in Jamaica didn't want to repeat what happened in Guyana to happen in Jamaica, right? So when the news dropped that how they got him now, I said, wow. I said, that was quick. I remember I was sitting on my bed. I said, damn, that was quick. I said, they didn't waste no time. The next thing you know, I see the picture of him in the truck and they're blurring out his face or whatever. And I said, wow, that was really fast. So I feel that how Jamaica had to get onto it right away. They did not run on repeat of Guyana. Yes, it is jungle justice. Yes. But at the end of the day, because before quite a lot of children, they die before, they get unalive before, and they have this place called the Garden of Moaning or something, and it's got all these children's names. And I remember Big Stone said, this is not good. This is not good. This is happening too much. Like, no one's protecting the children. So I feel that how, like Ella Lewis said, before he inspired other people to go and do what they want to do, they decide to take him out. And that's exactly what they did, right? And even now, I didn't even hear what the mum said by this time. I didn't even hear that side of the story or what happened with the mother, or they know the history. Because to me, a predator is a predator. It's like, you know what I mean? A predator is a predator. That's it. But when I say Jamaica moved quick, because I think in Clarendon they had I think it was either Clarendon or Morbay. There was a few children going missing as well, getting on alive, this, that. It was ongoing. I think I have a couple of the children, either on this channel or on the other channel. I used to cover them a lot. I used to cover a few of them. I didn't cover a lot of them because it was coming like every month some next. So yeah. So to me, it's good that the police intervened in which way they did, right? Because either castration, something else, and like the woman said, before he sit in prison and he fill up his belly, is better he's in a box than, you know what I mean? So yeah. So let's hear the rest of what LA Lewis have to say.
Yeah, man, tell them, man.
Yeah, man. And you know, say, SF, I not even the first boy I go out with it, you know. I the second time, I own for no, say, if him got deal it enough time, I never get catch.
That's what I get to understand, say, the second offense.
Yes.
Was not ready.
Yes, and him get locked up, and then after him get locked up now, them end up let him go back. And the boy got on him at a family yard now, and go and do it. That, when you don't know me do my thing already. And when the masses ask me for do something, then I'll do it, people. Yeah, man, big up all of the real maroon them. You need a maroon documents, people. So, you don't need a thing. I'm tell the Prime Minister Andrew Holness to come for maroon documents no long. So, people, anything happen to Andrew Holness, lawfully, me no business people come and say, Andrew, me like your youth. Because at least you're brave enough to hold up on some money before you retire. You understand? Come get your sovereign documents and use back some of the money and help out poor people. Yes, but tell the Prime Minister, you can't thief so much money and not help back poor people with the money. You understand? Help back some poor people, be some golden age. Go give us some food. Walk the road like how the emperor walk the road and give us some food and job. Give us some poor people some money and say, listen me, this is money there. Come for some money. Yeah. So me tell the Maroon, me tell the Prime Minister people, remember now, we cannot deny the Prime Minister of being a Maroon, because yes, he's a Maroon, but only him choose to work with the colonizers' documents. So I tell Andrew Wallace, speedily, less than a week, and it was done. So people want to pick up the era chief police them. You understand? Yeah, but no, Mark Golding, me tell Mark Golding to come for him borrow documents, because we know nothing going to say a PMP thing and a labor thing. Now, people, remember, you know, I back Babsy Grange, or back Juliet Holness people, but as such until you, the masses of people, call me, whether how the sound of labor right people, how the sound of PMP people, how the sound of NDA, how the sound of Pinky. That's why more time your house act like fire. How long your house burn up so like you can fry egg in it? If a fly come down to Jamaica and come do a thing and go back, because no good, no way man that Canada good. Up here read, people can look read that thing. The death where you in and out Pinky, you have to come down here and go 80. If you can't afford down at Jamaica, because Jamaican science man them more dearer than 80, but 80 can do them things. So I'm gonna go. Nah. Alright. Good on the style. So you got the Roman Catholic place, I go get it.
Okay, Ellis Lewis is talking about something else now. But what he said in the beginning, I feel that made more sense about to do with the Giovanni guy, you know, because yeah, he made sense there. But you know, I feel it's done good still. I mean, even if LA did get the chance to do the deed, whoever did the deed will just have to do the deed. So yeah. Hold on. I need to get back to the thing what I have saved. Give me a minute, yeah. But yeah, there's been loads in the past, and I feel the police has put a stop to people getting ideas, because now they see the consequences now. Let me see if I can get the mum voice on this one, because I want the mum voice. I think she said more than. Oh, is it still sharing? Oh, it's still sharing? Oh, it's still sharing. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me get to it.
At the St. Catherine North team, and the weapon was subsequently seized after police with the basic action. We did make several calls and pleas for Ellis to turn himself in, but unfortunately he decided otherwise. But I stand before you today with a heavy heart, acknowledging the tragic loss of Kelsey Ferrigon, a student of this school. I went into the classroom earlier, and the truth is, I was.
So this was during last week when they was going to school where Kelsey was, where she was, and you can feel the pain of the children. The children was moaning the loss of their school friend. The teachers, everybody. I think they did a whole tribute to them, and the police. I think it's the police or the inspector or somebody gave a talk about safety, and if somebody touch a child the wrong way, what they must do, and they mustn't keep it to themselves and everything else. So this was the moment before Ellis died. Okay, so I'm gonna let it play because it's like I gotta do the catch-up thing as well as the present. So I'm going to. I know I need to do. I must try and do uploads. I gotta try and do an upload and put things in order, but it's okay. It's all good. My lives be a bit crazy sometimes, but with this situation, I just want to mark it. You see.
Overcome with emotions. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is deeply saddened by this incident, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family, friends, and loved ones of Kelsey. As the area commander, I did give the assurance and the commitment that the police will do everything in our power to bring the perpetrator to justice. I want to assure you that the investigation has been tense, and continue to be tense, and we have been working tirelessly to bring the perpetrator to justice. Today I bring an update on the investigation. That investigation led a team from St. Catherine North into the Clarendon area, where Giovanni Ellis, the person of interest in Kelsey's murder, was fatally shot in the Parliamentary District of Sandy Bay in Clarendon earlier today. We do understand the concerns and fears that this incident has raised, and we want to reassure the community that we are committed to ensuring the safety and security of all residents.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just
I kick it off in the morning here with some updates. Updates surrounding the fatality of that little 9-year-old Kelsey Ferrigon. Yeah, man. Now, by now, I'm pretty sure that many of the ones them would have already seen that viral video clip. An interview with the mother of the now deceased, Giovanni Ellis, as she spoke to nationwide host Cliff Hughes, where the mother said, basically, the police, they must carry him alive. Them for just murder him. And for those who have not yet heard it, please listen. And then, of course, we're going to delve right into it. Yeah, man.
The person of interest on the run, Giovanni Ellis. His mother, Lurleen Williams, spoke with Orobian Williams today.
If this is going to go out to the public, anyway, we don't catch him, we don't kill him. Anybody at all catch him, kill him.
The police advising against jungle justice.
Really? Me ask the police, they really only that catch a man like that and carry me for goddamn taxpayers' money. Miss when me see him, I couldn't recognize him, we and get fat. In a jail in there and get fat, but in their road, you know, fat and look good, so. He might get 3 meals a day, sometimes they even have one for the day.
So you wouldn't want for them to bring him in?
Him no fi go in alive, miss. Miss, him no fi go in alive. And me give birth to him, and me attack that. Him no fi go in alive. Me tell that to the police, them pan them face, and tell them, say, if me face him, me a kill him. Cause me not make him force me and kill me. Cause no him bring me come here, and me bring him come here. And before me make him kill me, me kill him.
On that note, are you fearful of him?
Yes, I am. Even my little son you see here, very fearful. Because we hear a lot of things. Same have gun, him have all kinds of, we're fearful of that because we not have none, and we not have nobody for back with that way there. Yeah, we only have to depend on the police. Yeah, we're fearful because knife and machete, we can't face gun with knife and machete. Because we still.
Wow. A mother.
And when you hear a mother talk like that, you don't know it's deep, right? It's deep what she's saying, right? She ain't agreeing with none of the actions he take. What the action? She ain't agreeing with that. She prepared to take that one out, right? As she said, she gave birth to him, right? She said, right. She said, I give that birth to him, which means I can take him out. So before anything, she tell the police what to do. Sure, no problem. When you get a chance, quick question first. Do you watch sports? No, but I could. But I was supposed to check out your channel. You know, I'm gonna post your channel up, okay, Shadow, because I was trying to watch cricket and certain stuff. I need to try and get back into watching certain stuff. Yes, but I don't watch sports. But if you have a channel, I will post it. I'll post it on my post, and so that you can get people to follow you. Yeah. So people go and sub to Shadow. Okay, he talks about sport. If you're into sports, go and sub to Shadow's channel, DSA channel. Go and sub to him. Okay. Hi, Medea. Yeah, that's how it goes in Jamaica. True. That's how it goes. It's the same. It's the same in Trinidad. When they're ready, they don't play. Something happened to another child in Trinidad. I think I spoke about the pot and the the pot of lentils pour upon the child. The country was mad. And the one with the stepfather, where the stepfather decapitated the little girl's head off her body, and he was a stepfather. And when Ian interviewed the father, and he said, yes, I was trying to get to my daughter, and this, that, and the other. So some situations, there's reasons, and whatever reasons. Yeah, street justice is normal. Yeah, I believe it. I've seen Jamaica in action as well. I've seen them. Some girls was missing, and they went out and they went looking for the girls. They went out. All of them went looking for the girls. Yes, you don't stop by. Yeah, my son plays. Oh, is your son playing basketball? I see something, but I wasn't sure. I see you pop up sometime, and I was tapping. I was like, what's going on? But I thought you was talking about the basketball. I didn't know. Oh, okay, I get you now. Yes, he was on some sleep. Yes, there's one where I talk about. There's one with the girl, the little girl. She was so little. You see, this little girl. This little girl. She must have been about 3 years old, 3, 4. The stepfather wasn't well in his head. The stepfather decapitated the little girl head. And I think he was in a barrel or something like that. The mum must have left for about a second. I don't know what happened. Either a second, a couple of minutes. She must have went to the shop, or one of them shops. Them little there's little shops that's on the corners of the streets or whatever. He come back. He decapitated the little girl. I said, damn. The father was so caught up by it. You see this little beautiful little girl she is. She's a Dogla. Beautiful little girl. I said, damn. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was meant to do one live about children the other day, and I changed it, and I went on. I talked about Dante London instead, because I wasn't able to get onto onto here. Anyway, I see a few things pop up now. I said to myself, wow. The next thing I know, I hear this one. I hear they got him, or they unalived him. I said, wow. But yes, yes, in the West Indies, it gets very crazy. Like it can be very mad. I mean, it's mad enough for when predators are in like England and America and all this, but it's worse in the West Indies, because they will deal with the matter. They ain't gonna play. They don't play with certain things. That's why I'm surprised that the one in Guyana, the father sensed what was going on. That's why I think I did put up the one with the lady where she channeled the little girl. All right. I think I'm gonna add a few things into this live, yeah, because I don't wanna be abrupt. And what happened is like when they show certain places in the hotel, right? First, you don't see nothing for a long time. I think a whole long time. I think one guy before got unalived in the hotel, in that same hotel. A woman, I think a couple of days before, she was there teaching her daughter to swim before they burn it down. So I believe, I will say Jamaica didn't want a reconstruction of that, because I feel it would have went down worse, right? Because when your blood reaches to that boiling point and you're blackout, you don't see nothing, and you will just do what you have to do. That's why when I put up the one where they was at the mortuary, I didn't realize they was at the mortuary doing the thing, to the forensic, to see what happened to her, right? And then I see, before the guy even put up his camera. The police was shooting blanks or something, like rubber bullets at him or something, and you hear it pop, 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 pop. I said, hell, I mean, I've been through a coup before and stuff like that, but I've never heard shots, right? So for me, sitting over here now and seeing that is crazy, right? Because the West Indies is very corrupt on certain stuff, right? Everybody is hand in hand with each other in some form or fashion. And maybe it's the same. It's the same in England as well. They're in each other's pocket, and things get played out. Because L.A. Lewis has come out before, and he has solved crimes. He literally solved. He must have found like 3 bodies in different places. He found like 3 to 4 bodies in certain. I think in one person's backyard he found 1, and some next place. So I know, because I know how the West Indies stay to a certain extent. Like even I sat in little old UK, little old England, and seen how they dealt with the drugs man and different things. So I know, so they don't play when it comes to certain things. When they're ready to take out arms, they don't play. And I also, like in Jamaica as well, there was literally Unalive in men on spot. The police do not play. They don't tangle. They don't. There's no words. There's no whatever. They will just shoot. They'll just do the deed, and that's it. And with England as well, right? They get it wrong. They get stuff wrong, and people get Unalive for no reason. So if it is a true criminal, like Chris Carver over here, yes, he was a criminal and all that stuff, but the police took him out. The way the police took him out was crazy. But ones like this, like predators like this now, I would say, yeah, I would be in agreement with the mother, because I always said to one of my kin, I said, I ain't visiting you in no jailhouse and none of that. I said, the day you step into jailhouse, some kind of institution, you ain't seeing me, all right? You ain't seeing me. And I kept my word. So what the woman is saying, exactly how I feel as well. I'm like that as well. And plus, if I feel that you have done something unjustly, I don't be, oh well, oh no, they're not gonna do that. Oh, they're not like that. You don't know what your child's like from when they are older or not in your sight and certain things, like, so you cannot vouch for that grown person, right? So that's how I feel as well. So like maybe he did get abused in the past, but it's not right what he did to that little girl. Plus he's done it before, because I remember they said he done it before. So they are in their right to take him out, right? If it wasn't for what it was, I say, okay, the police is wrong, right? I'll say, all right, fair enough, they're wrong. But no, right? He done it before. He probably done it before that. We don't know how many times he's done it. And the fact that I think the way how they found the girl as well, I think they describe how they found her. And I said, my gosh, you don't know what this little girl, this 9-year-old go through. But like I said, I need to go back on the dark side of Ocean Yumi, because there is a lot of craziness that's over here to a lot of past historical abuse over this one. It's crazy. So when I see people like Queen Tron trying to do their little bit, I pick them up. Because in America, some things, like, yes, you'll see things flash up on your timeline. And you'll be like, what the heck? Sometimes I can't even watch the video. As soon as I read the title, I can't even watch the video. I just said, no, because I know I will get mad. I know it. I'll get mad. And it's like you have an out-of-body experience, especially if you've been abused yourself. You have that sort of out-of-body experience, which nobody can ever understand. That's why today, now, once again, I'll bring it back to today. I see Terrence Howard's daughter says she had a situation. She's being abused. Like, but it's getting a lot now. It's getting a lot. It's getting a lot. So, to me, when they're wasting resources on stuff, certain stuff, then people like this need to be put away. Something, Unalive, something. I don't know, right? Because it's not right what they're doing. And then they're creating monsters because, you know, some people don't get over it. Some people don't talk about it. Some people black it out. Well, I said on the post. Some people forget. Some people don't want to talk about it. It's not until something triggers that and then they remember. Right? If the man is not a certain way, woman, because now it's not just little girls they're going for. They're going for boys, girls, babies, it's mad. It's mad. The world is crazy. Me for one, I wouldn't want none of my kin to go through certain things what I have been through as a child. So I wouldn't want my kin to go through that. So when you hear the police unalive and good, I say good. I don't feel sorry for him. But anyways, their play. Yes, they got him up out of here. Yes. And you know what? Maybe that needs to happen. Maybe that needs to happen. That's the only way. We have to put a fear of God in them. Put a fear of God in them, isn't it?
And when you hear that from a mother, you know how bad it is.
So mere hours after that Cliff Hughes interview on Nationwide News Network, she got news that the police them name him food down a Sandy Bay in Clarendon. So she had to go and identify his body. Now, while doing so, she made...
Now, can you imagine now, right? You have to go identify him. Now, me, I wouldn't even want to see him. I wouldn't even want to see his face. I don't care what he look like. Whether a gun hole in his head or not. I would not want to see it. But I know maybe it's like confirmation who he is. Maybe that's why they make her do it.
This statement whilst speaking to another Nationwide news reporter. Now listen.
When me that expect when me look on him, me that go feel sad, feel breakdown like a little, but no. When me look on him, I said, this is the way you want to go, eh? If you're a young youth, we are 30-year-old, and you got charges, look at you now. That's what me said to him. Me know him not here, you know. Me know him not here, but I feel compelled to say it. And everybody stand up and look at me like, really? The mother come and she attack like that and no tears, no little remorse, no. No, me can't have no hard fear because of where you do the little baby. Would you say you were feeling relief? I'm not lying, yes. Really? I am feel relief.
So now, my peeps, that's the voice of Lurleen Williams, mother of the now deceased Giovanni Ellis. Now, I'm pretty sure that many would have been giving praises to the mother, responses to the police efforts to either walk out or chalk out her son. Many are even saying that that is how a mother should speak justly if her son is involved in wrongdoings. And I would definitely agree to the unsuspecting who have made such utterances. Now, the mother's utterances, and this is my personal view, not necessarily the view of everybody, but my personal view on the Spot News Media, is that her views did not reflect sympathy for the deceased child, but more so her views is reflecting to basically save her own life and the life of her remaining child. She feared jungle justice, or what we would call can't catch Quaco, catch him shot type of situation. So she feared of her life. So she came out and made that public pronouncement and announcement to say, hey, me no involve. If you no catch him, name him food, me no business. As long as you no come for me good. So it's not that she felt sympathy for the deceased, Kelsey Ferrigon, or her family. She was just saying what she's saying to protect her own skin. And one would wonder why on the spot news media would make such a claim. Now, back in December of 2021, in a community known as Mexico in Gregory Park, she resided there during that time period. She had another son who was heavily involved in criminal activities. That son's name was Giovanni Ellis. So her sons, Giovanni and Giovanni, get it? So that son, who's now deceased, by the way, was known as Giovanni Ellis, but more popularly known in the streets as Rashid. Now, he lost his life because of an internal gang conflict in the Mexico community, in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Gregory Park community. In fact, his last life was so gruesome that he was beheaded. And that is how she ended up living in Joblin in Spanish Town. So it's not like the family is from that community. They moved to that community, fleeing, trying to save her own life again because of the involvement of another child. And I know that some are now stating that. But any mother would have do that because her son involved, that no means that she guilty of nothing. Well, when Giovanni was charged with the first incident that he went to prison for, she came up against family members.
What's that? What's that, Medea? Do you know what that means? What does what mean, Medea? Can't catch Coco, catch him shirt. Yes, I know. I can guess what it means already. I think I know what it means. Because he mentioned a couple words. I said, "Oh, Ross." So I know I kind of overs what they're saying. I kind of get what they're saying when they use certain words and certain mix-up words. When they catch Coco catch, that means if somebody did you wrong and you can't unalive them, then unalive a family member. Oh, damn. Damn. Yeah, but like, did you hear what he said as well? He said that how one son, this son and the other son was in problem, and they beheaded him because of a gang member situation, and then she had to run again. So I mean, like, I feel for what she's saying. She doesn't want to be in collision with whatever the sons got themselves into. But that is deep, though. So yeah, it come like you have to honor. Get rid of a family member straight away before it come to you, basically. You know, before all their stuff come to you. But yes, wow. But I think but I heard some of these phases, some of these things before, kinda. I never asked them the true meaning of it. But yes, thanks.
who was pointing fingers in the direction of Giovanni, stating that she will move heaven and earth to free her son. So I guess that this time around, she may be a little bit fed up of his actions because she knows that she defended him the first time. So now that he did it again and again because this is his third strike, she's now probably fed up.
So he did it 3 times? Man. He a monster.
Of what he keeps getting himself into. But her utterances that the police them for name him food and broke the plate is not in sympathy for what he did, but more so to say,
thank God we got Monday.com. You won't believe what newly
save her skin. Yeah, man. And that's the harsh truth of it all. You can all drop your comments in the comment section in relation to what I just stated. Feel free to disagree if you must. But I stand by what I said 100%. And I will respect your opinion if you choose to disagree. A note.
You see when they said yam him up, I knew straight away what that meant straight away. When I heard them words, I said, wow, they ain't gonna play with this guy now. Yeah, sounds like both of her sons was problematic. Yeah. She had a massive problem. She had a massive problem, man. They got caught up in craziness. Because like I say to people, you can bring your children up in the best circumstances, and some children get caught up in stuff. Even if you're not into them stuff, they will get caught up in stuff, and like later on now when you find out, you're like, what? I can't believe that that is my child. You know what I mean? That's she was going through the ringer, man. But then she says she have another son with her, so she have 3 sons, and now she has a little one with her. I think they said the age of the son that's with her. So she's trying to save that son from not getting into problems now.
On her table, her classmate stated that, "Dear Kelsey, I love you so much. We are best friends. We are like sisters, but you're now gone. R.I.P." Another friend of Kelsey stated that, "You are the best friend in my heart. I wish you were here now. I love you till my heart melt." Her smiling face still beams from the classroom's wall as a top speller. She also excelled in a recent math relay team where she won a medal. So grief counseling was provided by the Child Protection and Family Service Agency, and they were on location trying to, make the staff and students feel better. Because whilst some of us were elated that Giovanni was eliminated, there was no laughter in the classrooms at the St. John's Primary School on Monday. Instead, what was seen was tears flowing from the eyes of the little ones. Really sad, may I tell you, my peeps. Really sad. A pall of sadness hung over that school. Boy, may I tell you. Jaja God. So as I stated,
yes. When I heard eat his food and break up the plate, yes, I knew straight away what that meant straight away because I've heard that before. I've heard that saying before. But sometimes they say dog yam your food, so I mean that I mean that the like the lowest or something. I can't remember, but yes, I straight away I knew what that meant when I heard it the first time. I said, "Oh wow, like yeah, the police ain't gonna play with him." Straight away I knew that. But yeah, I did see the video with the children crying for this little girl. It's a very sad scene, you know what I mean? Watching her classmates cry, the teachers cry. It was very sad. It was very, very sad. She was very much loved in that school. Very much. Kelsey was loved tremendously. And you can see it, you know, and this is what he's playing now.
Early, my peeps, so whilst some of us were rejoicing the demise of Giovanni, that was the mood at the school that young Kelsey once attended. But anyway, my peeps, make we move on. So now we're going to kick it off with this morning's set of stories coming out of the St. James Police Division, where the St. James Police is reporting success under Operation Storm. So we're going to hear from Senior Superintendent Carlos Russell, the commanding officer for the St. James Police Division, who is reporting policing gains since the launch of this operation. Now listen.
We have not been able to capture any of those persons that were on the wanted list, but we'll continue to go at them, and we are also warning persons that it is an offense to harbor wanted persons, and if these persons are found at your home, you will also be charged along with them. We're asking the good citizens of St. James to continue supporting the police. They have been doing well so far, and we're just commending them and ask them to continue the support as we provide the necessary attention to ensure their safety and to ensure the safety of the parish of St. James.
And still in the St. James Police Division, a British national who allegedly attempted to smuggle more than 130,000 United States dollars earlier this month have been officially charged by the police. The British national has since been identified as Trevor White, a 42-year-old musician and businessman. Is charged with possession of criminal property, cross-border movement of funds, and attempted bribery following his arrival at the Sangsters International Airport on May 1. White, who resides in White House, Westmoreland, whilst in Jamaica, and claims permanent residency in Enfield, London, was detained after
something else. That's another story now. He's gone into another story. But hold on. There's something else I seen from this guy. Hold on. Whoops. Let me see. I see next one just now, you know. I see one just now, boy. Where it gone now? Okay. There's one more that he did on this story here. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it moves so quick. Okay. Even I can't find it. No, I mean, we can never find something when I'm looking for it. I have to have it there on spot. Oh yeah, let me see what Big Stone's saying too. See, right, we're gonna. Is this the video? Okay, so Big Stone, what Big Stone's done, he's done a tribute to all the children that have lost their life in Jamaica. Hold on, let me project Big Stone. So these are the children that have passed away in Jamaica. Let me see if I can make the screen so you can see all of them. So Shanika Anderson, Courtney Walker, which I've heard before, Ananda Dean, Shanice Guys, and Kelsey Ferrigon, I think her name is. I can't see because the thing's over it. So these are the recent children that have passed. Mind you, there's a lot more than these ones here. There's a lot of children. There's a lot of children that have passed away. Hold on. Can you hear me? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought the thing was on. Yes, these are the children what Big Stone has projected on his channel. And there's more. There's so much more. I have done on one of them. I can't remember which one. I think it was Shanika. I did on before. I can't remember if I did this little one before. Courtney Walker is an old one, but he's one of the faces that's on the memorial in Jamaica. I forgot what's it called, Moaning Garden or something. I think his face is immortalized on the memorial. But it's a lot more children than this. Big Stone listed quite a few of them. Quite one boy who went to the shop for his mother. She asked him to go and get her some soap or something, and then something happened to him as he went to the shop. There's many of them. I have done a few of these. I think there's some that's on the dark side of the ocean, in fact. There's loads of these situations in Jamaica, all over the West Indies, all over the world. I mean, not just the West Indies alone, but it's how it's dealt with as well. So, yeah. But I'm not going to let this go further. Let me see if I could. Hold on. Let me see if I could pull up the one. I think it's Shanika. There's one I did. I think it was Shanika. The Big Stone has done a few of them. So many of them. I think I did do the garden. The Moaning Garden, I think it's called. Big Stone call it the Garden of Shame, because all the children, whatever the circumstances is, his names are listed on this monument. And let me see if I can find it. Oops. Did I show it? Okay, I didn't show it. I didn't show the Moaning Garden, but what I'll do when I do, hold on, I might just find it. Hold on, let me find it. I forgot what's it called. I think it's called the Moaning Garden or something. Moaning Garden in Jamaica. I think it's called that. Let me see if I can find it. So I feel that Kelsey's name will be added to that. I can't find it. Let me see. I can find what the name of the garden's called, and then I'll see if I can project it. Let me see. What's the garden called? Sorry, give me a minute, yeah? Let me try to find this thing. Because they call it the shame, the biggest shame. I can't even find it. Let me see. That one. Oh, where is it? When you find, I always forget that I've got to line stuff up. See, even Big Stone said the justice was done swift. They aren't playing with that man at all. So, hold on. Now I could find it because he's done so many videos since then. He called it the shame of Jamaica. Oh, can't even find it. Oh, he's got the children there. Okay, so this is Walker. Okay, right. So this is one of the children that he's projected on his thing. Let me put him out. So, you know, some of these children's been unalived in mad circumstances.
In Morant Bay, St. Thomas. On March 19, 2009, I stayed home from school because my mother didn't have any money. Somebody sent me to shop to buy a pack of cigarettes, and that was the last time she saw me alive. A little before 1 p.m., I was found in the bushes, suffering from multiple stab wounds and slashes near to an apple tree. I was taken to a hospital where I died.
Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the yard of Courtney Walker. We call him Hard Life Sufferer. A beautiful 9-year-old little boy that precious life was taken away from him by some unscrupulous people. We don't know who it is, but guess what? We aim to get to the bottom of this. Roma, how are you doing? It has been 10 years since I've seen you. How have you been coping with missing your son?
It's been rough, but I pray and go around people to keep my mind occupied. And these things reflect back, like if even on the news they hear something like that.
Happened to another little child.
I know a mother's feeling how they feel inside.
And there's a third person walking.
They're going to his memorial. Hold on. I don't know where the music's finished. But there is a whole monument set with this, with all the children's name on it. So this is Courtney Walker's mother. So, you know. You see, when they get there, I think that must be his family as well. See, this is so sad, see? And there's others, there's so many, right? Because I did do a breakdown on abuses and stuff, what goes on in the West Indies. It's an ongoing thing, unaliving or children, abuse, you name it. It's madness, it's absolutely crazy. Even in the West, well, even in England, UK, America, there's so many, like the list goes on. There are thousands, millions trillions of children being unalive, taken away from their family and all sorts of stuff. So she's going to his graveyard, going to his grave. So, you know, let me see, I could. Oh, look, she's going to lay the flower where he's laid. Hold on, let me put the sound back on.
Okay, right now, and she lost her son drowning.
Wow.
And her son was just 12, just past her GSAT.
Wow.
His GSAT.
Mm-hmm.
And every day she at work, she always asks you, Roma, how you feel, how you cope with it. Help me now, tell me what you do. And those are the things that I start to motivate people art by soothing it. By how I feel, I tell them how I feel and tell them how to get over their stress. So those are the things that get me and keep me until today.
And the mother can never get over the loss of a child. Never, ever, never, never. Right? That's an ongoing, what do you call it, breakdown, however you want to call it, right? Some mothers, I will think some mothers will stop talking, they lose weight, they follow their children literally in death, in passing and all that. So so the reason why I'm putting this up, because of what happened to Kelsey, I'm putting this one up because as he was mentioned, right? He was unalive 15 years ago, right? So, you know, a mother can never get over that loss. Never, ever, ever, ever. There's one where a cousin unalived his cousin and his and her children. And Mama Gwen, he went Big Stone went and visit Mama Gwen as well. She's like the cornerstone of the community, you can say. Right? Her and her daughter was like, because they cook and they do stuff for the community. So she was part of the community, and then this thing came and happened. And the Mama Gwen was still mourning her daughter, and then her husband come and pass same time. So, you know, so let me just let her continue explaining how she felt when hearing about her son part, you know, whatever circumstance she found him in or whatever. So, I want you to hear this, like, I mean, because even, what's the name, Adriana's father, the way how he break down, you can feel it in your being, hearing the cries of the parents. Like, so nobody can describe that, because like you wouldn't. That's something you will not wish on your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm not gonna go into speech mode. I'm just gonna let it play.
We lost 98 children to gunshots. Last year, 393 children was assaulted and molested. This year, we buried little Courtney Walker. We need to take a stance as people, as parents, and as community. We need to make sure that what happened to little Courtney Walker never happened to one of our children again. We need to call this day Courtney Walker's Day. We need to call this year Courtney Walker's Day. And we must always remember it. You know what his name was? Hard life, rough life, suffering. That's how he died. That's how they took it from us. So we now must know that our children come first. We must go back to the days of community bringing. when we used to be our children's keeper. I'm 51 years old and I remember the days if I make a mistake or do something that a stranger spank me, and I go home and I tell my parents that a stranger spank me, I get another spanking. We need to go back to those days. We need to put down the days of when our children come home and they complain of the teacher spanking them. And we as parents go to the school and beat up our teachers. We need to come back to community upliftment. We need to come back to community bringing up our children. Let not Courtney Alexander Walker, hard life, rough life sufferer, name goes in vain. Look out for our children. I feel it, pick the them. I feel it, pick the them. I feel it, pick the them.
Stabbed over 57 times and they cut his throat. Can you imagine? Are we human beings or are we animals? Are we killing our children for no unjust reason? What could little Courtney Walker could have done? What could Courtney Walker could have done an adult for them to deal with him like that?
Medical tests conducted on my body showed the terror I endured as I was dragged through the bushes. I had been sexually assaulted. I was stabbed more than 30 times. My face had multiple lacerations, and my tongue was almost cut out. My 2 heels were slashed, and the flesh of my arms and calves were almost severed. The man suspected of doing this to me has not been charged. He is a man well known for these acts, but nobody bothered to report him to the police. He tried to lead children in the bushes all the time, and all the...
Oh my word, yeah. Wow. So basically they was trying to get rid of, so if they slashed his feet and his hands and all that is so that they can identify him. See how wicked people is though. Wickedness, man.
The while was confronted by residents, but never reported to the Morant Bay police. Not even the animals are safe from his sexual wrath. After I was found, this man was seen taking a bath in the nearby Johnson River. People also saw him walking past them with a bloody knife. Then after his river bath, he went to sit down in the town in front of a furniture store like nothing happened. He has been proven to be a certified madman, but my life was robbed and I need justice.
Now it seems there's no way out. You're going under.
Token of love for her son. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing this for every single boy and girl that was murdered in this country. And we're not just talking about Courtney Walker, we must remember Shanika Anderson. And we must remember all the other little young kids that was taken from us by adults mostly, people who were entrusted to take care of our children. But yet still, they rape our children, boy and girl, and they kill our children. I say this must stop. And I made this promise 10 years ago to little Courtney Walker that this person who's responsible for doing this must pay. Courtney, I will always love you. I will always remember you. I've spoken about you so many times, Courtney, you would believe it. I've spoken about you so many times. We'll never ever forget you, Courtney, and whoever is responsible for doing this to you, I promise, we'll find them. We're gonna bring them to justice. I love you, Courtney. We want the world also to reach out to Roma Taylor. There will be a contact number in the description, an email address, a telephone number. She still mourns after 10 years because there's no.
And I'm also gonna add her stuff to my description as well, okay? Because it's sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. They're in a beautiful country, Jamaica. I feel it's something similar to Trinidad. It's very beautiful, right? Is Jamaica is known for sandals and seas and food and all that. But the thing is that when you hear about certain things like this, right, you yourself, like, it humbles you because, like, you have to put yourself in mind, like, to be just protective over your own, you know what I mean? It's like you can't let them out your sight. You can't trust them with people, right? Because, like, there's a fear, like, when I was younger, when I was in Trinidad, I think I used to walk to the shops. And it doesn't be that far from the house. I used to walk to the shop and go get something and go get that red mango, all that. So the man wicked. So because he mad, right, then they pick him up. It don't matter that he's mad. Right? He tried to get rid of evidence. He slashed up the boy's face, tried to take out his tongue out of his mouth and all this. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. Like I said, there's monsters amongst us. The monsters walk amongst us. They really do. There is monsters that walks amongst us. White, black, orange, whatever. They're there. Right? But it's like your child can't be a child. That's mad. And I'm glad. Maybe jungle justice does have to be done, but sometimes they get it wrong as well. They get it wrong because, once again, I can go to one of my builds, or when I did on that movie called Something October with the 4 young men them that died in Nigeria. Just being in the wrong place at the wrong time, they got jungle justice, they set fire to them. Right? I mean, like, there'll be innocent ones that will get caught up in all of this, and the real ones, the real bad guys get away with it. So, yeah, let me just let them play.
There's no healing to a mother's womb that have lost their loved ones. Tell me a little bit about him sharing.
He used to go out and bank because he had a friend at bank.
Mm-hmm.
He would go every evening to her and she would give him like $500.
Mm-hmm.
And the friends that go with him, he would share up $300.
Out of the 500,
yes,
you share up $300
to the friends. And he would buy one party with $100 and he come with another $100. And I said, mother, help. This can't help you, if I ever help by the need. And he was just one. He was just 8 or 7. He was from a tender age. He was that type of person.
Mm-hmm.
Loving, always. Even the day before he died, he came right there, growing. I was on the bed feeling so sick, never to know that I was going to lose my son the same day. And he peeping. He said, like a big teeth, but we are keeping us up.
Like a big teeth,
Big teeth boy, and he run off and said, mother, me love me, you know me love. And he turned down the river. Hours after me lie down in there, couldn't get up in the same way, feel the same feeling. Got a call on my phone that just happened to over the bush.
And your life has changed forever.
Forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to bring it to your attention. She have not been coping very well. Tell us some of the illnesses that you suffer since you have lost your child.
I have a heart problem right now. Doctor said the stress gave me a swelling of the heart, so I have an enlarged heart. pressure that I never used to have. Sometimes I feel dizzy like me, I go drop down or something. And they say it's after stress.
Yeah. Well, we can't bring back little Courtney Walker, you know, we can't do that. But I love him. I love him so much. I wanna, just as a token, I'm gonna go in my wallet. So you probably could get some drink things for Christmas for yourself. This is $4,000. I want you to have it. I want you to buy anything that you want to buy for yourself. I love you, Roma. And there's a lot of people out there that is going to be reaching out to you. Son, that I am going to make a difference in your son's life. I am going to bring that perpetrator to justice. I am going to make sure that that person who did that to poor little Courtney Walker, poor little hard life sufferer, we will find you. And when we do, you're going to face the full brunt of the law. I don't want to talk to you too much more about your son because I understand the pain that you've been going through. But I just want to say, hold the faith.
At the end of, I put in the description box because children should be allowed to be children. They shouldn't be made as objects of what they're not. You know, children should be allowed to be should be able to explore. They should be able to laugh. They should be able to enjoy life. You know what I mean? And then, right, because, you know, boys used to climb tree and certain things. You see, the boy was so in tune with his mother. When his mum was unwell, he does look around and play with her to try to cheer her up. That's a special child, that is. Right? For all we know, right, he might have been something big in his later life. You won't even give him a chance to even do that. So even though we're talking about Giovanni Ellis, right, there's others as well. There's, right, which I'm sure this so-called madman or play madman or whatever madman he is, right, maybe they need to take him out as well. Maybe. Right. They need to take him out. Yeah, wanna honestly. That's just the thought of it sick in my stomach. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it right there and come off because yes, justice is done. But now the justice of the other children needs to be taken into consideration. Okay? And Kelsey is added to the list of that. I can't find the place. I know I did put it on one of my channels. I don't know whether I put it on this one or the other one. I don't know. But I did put it on one of them. Yeah, with that said, I'm going to leave it here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to check out Medea and Shadow's channel as well. And there's others as well. Sonia Adventure too. Don't forgetting her. And there's Armor. There's, there's a lot of people. So thank you, Sonia Adventure, Shadow, and Medea for coming through. And I'll see you in the next one. And I'm going to put the details of the woman details in the description box. Roma. And yeah, I'll try and do an upload of some sort. I know I need to. Anyway. Sometimes I don't explain myself. Sometimes I do talk in the middle of sentences as well, but it happens like that sometimes. But yes, please leave a comment. Watched all the videos, including the ones that is not about such things like this. Right, like I say, come like Dante London thing distract me for a little while. So sometimes I get distracted. Sometimes it's a good thing because then I'll be in a place. So with that said, I will see you in the comment section, and take care of yourselves and your children, your loved ones, and I'll see you later. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Bye.